Good afternoon and welcome to another camp. Out in the woodland today, and it's hammock camp for me. And yes, I'm sporting a DD shirt, but I'm not in a DD hammock. I've got the Decathlon hammock out today, made by Solognac. It will be my first night in it, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I'll show you the setup, and I'm looking forward to the evening. Right, there's a quick overview of the setup as we are. Got the matching tarp over the top, diamond as you can see. No rain forecast as far as we know, but I just wanted to see what the tarp looked like. First time out for it, so I was just interested to have a look at it really. As you can see, or hope you can see in the foreground here, on the corners where I'd normally have it pegged down towards the floor, I've got it up on hiking poles just to get plenty of ventilation underneath. It's quite a mild night, so I want plenty of airflow underneath. Right, let me take you inside and we'll have a look at what we got. Right, under here, apologies if it's a bit dark, it's because of the underside of the Solognac tarp is black, not white, which I like, but it does make it a bit dark for filming anyway. I'm liking the bug net. It's quite thick when you feel it, thick and strong, but still very good visibility through it. The only drawback I can see with the bug net, it would be nice if it had an internal loop for hanging light on. I've had to put my light on the ridge line under the tarp. Not the end of the world, but it's just something, if I designed it, that I would do myself. Inside, got the hammock and got the gear hammock underneath. Now the gear hammock, I can probably get my rucksack in there, although it is a big bugger. I think it's going to be just in the way, to be honest, under there. So all I'm going to do is put my boots in there at night when I take them off, just to keep them off the floor, keep the creepy crawlies out, keep them off the damp ground. So that'll be boot holder for the night. And inside here, I've got my DD Dura 2 sleeping bag, because it's still fairly mild. Central zip, I can vent heat easy, and I've got a self-inflating mat in the bottom. Again, I'm not sure if I need it for insulation, but I wanted to try out the pockets that are inside here for locating the sleep mat to stop it from moving. Be interesting to see, how well that works. So yeah, quite a simple setup. Only took 10 minutes to put up. I'm quite looking forward to trying that. Of course, we won't know what it's like until the morning. Right, there's the setup from about, where are we? 15-20 meters away. I haven't exactly hid it, and it has got the sun shining on it. But colour wise, I think that blends in quite well, to be honest. Not bad at all. If I was somewhere that was quite dense, that would blend in lovely. It really would. I'm quite impressed with that. Let me have a little zoom. I won't zoom too far because it'll lose all definition, but there we go. Yeah, I think that works quite well, looking at the background. Yes, happy with that. It'll be interesting at some point. I will use that tarp on the floor with a bivvy camp down low in amongst the greenery. I think I can almost make that disappear. Right, let's give you a quick look round. Just over the bank there's a stream for a water supply, which is handy. The opposite side is an ordinary, should we say, English woodland, proper deciduous trees. This side of the stream, it's an old fir plantation, so it's an interesting bit of borderland. We're just about on the fir side. So if I go round, As you can see, it's all furs behind me there. And that's where we're camping. It's a bit of a slope here where the firs are, but there's one flat spot which we're on. I'm sure you can see through the trees. There's my setup, and Mark is setting up down there on another flat bit. That's where base camp's going to be. I've just climbed in quick because I thought I'd show you the bug net from the inside. As you can see, it doesn't really obscure the view. It's quite a, it feels a decent, almost heavy material, but there's still good view through it. You only really get the view obscured where you get sort of like a wrinkle in it. If I flatten it out like that, you can see through there really well. I'm very impressed. This bug net, I'm also thinking will work quite well underneath a tarp, but when I'm using it on the floor bivvying. In the summer I could just set this up with the bug net onto the floor, throw in a sleep mat and a sleeping bag, and job's done. So that might be something to try out in a future camp before the weather turns too chilly. Although with a bit of decent insulation, no reason why I can't do it in the winter, I suppose. That's Mark's setup for the night. He is running the, is it gear top?
Aye.
Oh yeah, gear top bivvy they call it. Though I would say it's really a one-man tent, to be honest. But
yeah.
Cool setup. I've got a little tent, virtually the same shape, and for just sleeping in, it's fine. It's more than enough. Nice looking little thing that is. The only question I would raise is, why is the camo in the middle and the ends are plain? That seems a bit odd to me.
I did wonder that myself.
Yeah. You're either going to camo it or you're not going to camo it, aren't you really?
But have you seen this cool little storage area it has?
No, go on in.
So if you've got a small bag like I have tonight, or your boots.
Yep, stick them in the end.
Stick them in the end. Zip it up. Keep them dry.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Mm.
Yeah, looks cool. Be interested to see how you get on with it. Also, be interesting to see if you get any condensation.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can open that end up, couldn't you, for airflow?
There's an air vent there.
Because it's mesh there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to rain tonight. I'll be tempted to leave that open, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I might stick my boots in it.
Yeah. So there you go. Interesting all the same.
Yes.
I'm going to make one small modification. I have noticed that getting in and out of the hammock, the bug net moves about a little bit on the ridge line, and where the two ends sort of get pulled in a little bit, you get a bit of sag in it. So I'm going to make a couple of prusik knots, stick them on the ridge line at the top, and just pull out the bug net so it doesn't move. Got some real cheap thin cord here. That'll do the job, I should think. Though, as it's horrible cheap stuff, you have to knot the ends. As soon as you cut it, it's starting to fray. And nothing annoys me more than frayed rope. So I'll just knot that so it doesn't run any further. Should do the job, he says. But like everything, you don't know until you try these things, do you? I can't see any reason why fixing the bug net out tight is going to hurt, because the only movement really it needs is up and down as you get in it, and it takes your weight. There's no need for a sliding forward and backwards. So let's fit them on. Right, let's put a simple prusik on there. Prusik or monkey fist, depending who taught you how to do it. And stick just one tail through that loop and a little loose bow on there. Now I can adjust that. Once I've done the other end, I can equal it out a little bit. That should stop it moving. Right, we cut some wood. Going to probably need a little bit more, but we've made a start. So it's rewards time. So time to open a drink. The only other thing, of course, it's getting towards evening. The bugs are getting about now. That's why I've gone with the long sleeve shirt and put my hat on. It's nothing annoys me more than the bugs walking on your hair when you just about feel it and it just makes you itch. So yeah, anti-bug hat time. Anyway, cheers. Right, what's going in the pot tonight? We have some chilli. Honestly, it is chilli.
Looks like a colostomy.
It looks like a mess. It does look like a mess. It smells good though. Put that in there. Very messy. Still a better option than carrying a tin though. That's that one. And some Thai jasmine rice. Let's cut the top of that off. I want a whole packet in there, I think, about half a packet, a bit more. that should do. There's enough for later if I want. Pop him on there to heat up. Right, bit of an experiment. Will there be enough flame from the citronella candle to catch the tinder? Yes.
There she goes. Oh, that smoke will get rid of them bugs.
That's it, anti-bug smoke. Another thing I'm testing out today, this little LED lantern. Really it's for tent, you know, hammock type use. But my other thought was, if I hang it on my tripod, hey presto, night filming. That'll do me. Water's boiled. Oh yeah, that sounds like it's warm enough.
Put enough water in there.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Mine like holds a lot, so yeah, it's cracking. Thank you.
There we go. Oh yes.
Right, I'm in the hammock and all zipped in nicely. Bugnet seems to be doing its thing. Of course, I've got the light on, so the bugs are attracted. And there is lots of them on the underside of the tarp. But so far, in here, nothing. I think the bugnet is doing its stuff. So that's good news. All I need now is a good sleep. So hopefully, I'll see you in the morning, which will be several hours from now. See you in a bit. Morning. Well, I must have been comfy, because I've slept for about 8 hours straight. So, yeah, hammock's alright. I do miss the space. It does feel small after my XL, but no, it's fine. It must have been fine, otherwise I wouldn't have slept. Yep, and the self-inflating pad is still under me, so them little pockets that locate it are doing their job. It does feel very warm under me actually. Yeah, it's alright. Oh god. Right. Oh, I can just see in the background there. Mark's up and moving about. With any luck, he's got the kettle on. I need coffee. I'm glad I'm not the only one that looked half awake this morning. So you slept all right in your gear top last night then?
Yeah, slept all right in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you get any condensation? Did you notice? No, all right.
No.
That's good.
Didn't get any actually.
That's good.
Nothing. Right. I'm quite impressed with it.
Bonus. I'll be even more impressed with that coffee when the bloody thing's boiled.
Yeah.
Mmm. Right, starting to wake up a bit now. That Solognac hammock must be okay, because I've slept about 8 hours, which is unusual for me. Woke up once in the night for a wee, went straight back to sleep, and even with getting in and out for a wee, of course, the sleep mat didn't move. It stayed within those pockets inside, so that obviously works well. It was still underneath me and straight this morning when I woke up. Can't really fault it. The only thing I would change is they should have made it longer. It was okay. If it had been longer, I think there would have been a bit more room and a little bit more comfortable. Although, you know, I slept 8 hours, it must have been fine. But I think they limited the market by making it the length they have. Metre longer, it would have been better, and anybody would have fitted in it. But overall, for £35, I'm liking it. Just saying to Mark, next time out, I think what I will try is not having the sleep mat in it, because then that will sort of give you more room, if that makes sense. You won't be stuck in one designated spot on the mat. You'll have a bit more leeway inside there. So I won't put the sleep mat in it, and I'll put my under blanket on it instead. See if that makes any difference. Who knows? But as I say, 8 hours sleep, I can't knock that. It's very unusual for me when I'm camping. I normally do 6 maybe. So something must have been working. That's me all packed, everything back in the bag. This is where I was, between these 2 trees. No real sign that I've been there. Around there. That's where the fire was. Just watered and scraped it over, tidied it up. Day or so that'll not show at all. Mark's just packing up his bivvy there. If you want to see another perspective of this camp, I will link Mark's video in the description. It depends when he produces his. I'm not too sure what his schedule's like. I might get this out later today, so it might be something I add at a later date, but I will put Mark, his channel, in the description anyway. Been a good camp. Not a bad little spot, this. Roll on the next one.